So even though critical is still broken in the game as of right now, I wanted to show you guys the new gear that they have for level 140. Because some of it people might use as an upgrade. I'm not really sure yet. I don't really like the look of it for Storm, but maybe other schools might use this gear. But the vendor is right here in Karamelle City, and he has all the gear for every school. So here are the crafted pieces of gear. He has everything. So there's new decks as well, and we'll look at it for Storm right now because I'm on my Storm. So here's the gear. Here's the hat. We have the delightful Sciencer cap. Everything for Storm is called the Sciencer stuff, like the Sciencer set, even though there's no set bonus. But it actually gives less health than Dragoon, more power pip, little more shadow rating, less accuracy, don't like that. The same pierce, less crit, way less crit, and 1% more damage. They always do this. They always add 1% damage because damage is so easy to increase, but they don't increase everything else. So as it stands right now, I would not use this hat. That is not worth it to me. Because losing like 40 critical is a big deal. And you're not going to trade that for 1% damage, I don't think. Unless critical absolutely doesn't matter in the future, which it might, I don't know. But here's the recipe. I don't even know where you get this. And then it requires 2 new caramel reagents. These pretzel sticks are just found on the ground. I found them just running around. Don't know where these are from. And also Roslocal TCs. So that is the hat. Do I even need to look at the robes? Like, honestly, I'm not going to use this robe for Storm. Maybe other schools might use it. Let me just quickly go through all the schools in case someone wants to see something. If you want to see one of these for a specific school, here's Fire. Then you can pause the video on whatever one you want to see. There are all of those. And then I guess I'll go through these in case someone wants to see it. I think the ice one gives a lot of resist. Death. The ice one gives 20% resist. Not sure how good that is compared to the Dragoon one. But I feel like Dragoon is just still like so good. So moving on to the boots. We'll go through all of these and then we'll spend some time looking at the Storm ones and comparing that. Let's go through all these before. But yeah, I feel like in terms of comparing them to the Dragoon, yeah, it's 1% extra damage, but losing that much crit is just crazy. This one you lose over 30 crit. And 2 shadow rating, you actually get less resist, 1% power pip. Like, I don't know, that's just such a weird trade-off for the stats. And also losing out on the sharpen and potent from your boots is just not happening. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not giving that up. So, yeah, I will not be upgrading to that. Unless stats change a whole bunch and we have to. But probably not going to happen. So here's the wand, at least for Storm. This one gives less crit and 1% more damage. You know, same story. So here's the other ones. If anyone wants to compare their stats. It's probably just the same thing with 1% extra damage compared to the best wands. I mean, maybe some of these for a certain school is way better, but as it stands right now, I'm not seeing it. The Athames are really bad because they don't give the power pip chance. They don't give anything. They, you know, again, give 1% extra damage from the best one, which is the Aphrodite Athame. But if I don't get power pip, I don't think I'm going to upgrade. The amulets are good, though, for defensive setups. 7% resist, 8%, 6 for fire, 6 for storm, though no pierce or critical. 8%, 9%, and ice also gets 9%. The blades, by the way, are Aegis blades for 1 pip. So that's kind of cool. There's those. On to the rings. The ring actually is a direct upgrade, but there's a reason that I might not go for it. And that reason is I lose my set. I lose the set bonus. And guess what? That set bonus is 7 accuracy and 5% damage. I don't know if that's worth it. Like, that's a lot of damage that I'm losing for 1%. and 7 crit. Here's the other ones. But yeah, that is interesting. Because the sets are actually really important on the Dragoon gear. And I don't really want to lose that. The decks are pretty weird because they're really not an upgrade. Like, they're basically the same thing. Instead, I think you get... Actually, there's multiple of these. They do the triangle, square, and tier. I'm going to go through these a little faster. But for the triangle, it's the same crit, less block, and a little bit more health. That's it. The same copies as well. So I don't really see a reason to upgrade to these. At least from what I have. Like, Paradox is still really good. So yeah, those are the decks. And I'm just looking at right now my Storm comparing stats, and I just don't really see a reason. I'm not sure. This all might change when the stats change, but as of right now, you know, I'm at 182 damage with Gulcher, 815 crit. You know, I'm not even at 100% crit, but crit's broken, so I don't even need that. And we'll see what happens. I'm at 100% power pip. If I upgraded to that gear, I would not have 100% power pip, because I'm pretty sure you lose off on a lot of power pip and accuracy. Having 40 accuracy is super nice for Storm. That means I don't fizzle anything, even the new spell, which is 65. And the Scion of Storm was 65. Actually, most of these are 65. All the new spells, the shadow spells and everything are 65 accuracy. So, same thing with the new one, the 7 pip spells. But I'm sure some schools will find upgrades here, but my Storm's not getting any upgrades. I don't know about Fire. I'd have to compare the stats for Fire. But it's just weird. Like, I want to upgrade my gear, but they just made Dragoon super good. Like, Dragoon gear is the best still, and I feel like that's going to continue, especially the boots. Like, these are just irreplaceable. Unless they want to continue to add those spells to it, they would have to make the gear really good in order for me to want to replace the Sharpen and the Potent that comes with that. But yeah, that is just my take on the gear, like initial impressions on it. Things could change. They could change a lot of things. Like, it's just Test Realm, and actually it's still the first week of Test Realm, so a lot of things could change. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on the gear, and I'm sure we're going to have to farm. If you're going for this, you're going to have to farm the final area, probably for the Caramel Chunk. These are available throughout the world, just on the ground. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a drop somewhere from a boss or something. Other thing I want to mention at the end here is every new spell has Spellamental Paths, and Spellaments are also dropped in Caramel. I've only gotten 3 so far, but it drops from various bosses, and I think you only get your school Spellaments dropped. So I actually really like the path for the Storm one, because I would go for the top path, and it just increases damage. Like, 980 to 1120 damage is crazy. I would love to farm to get this. It's going to be a lot of Spellaments, but at least you'll have something to farm for. Whatever boss people decide to farm to get the Spellament drops. So not only are you going to have to grind gear if you want to get the gear. I mean, Dragoon seems like it's still really good. But you also could grind for your Spellaments for your spell in order to get that upgrade. So multiple things to upgrade here if you want. I'll probably go for this. I haven't actually upgraded any spells so far. Like, none of these. Maybe, I think I got Daybreaker just because I got a bunch of those. But I've never upgraded any of my Storm spells, because Spellaments are just so hard to get. I hope they make that easier with this new update, but we'll see. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed just looking at some of the gear, seeing what's out there, and what kind of upgrades might be there. For me, I don't know. It's up in the air. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for watching all my test room videos. Definitely leave a like on this one on your way out. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you all next time.